NBA sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on. Cougar 19, 79 Broncos. Hurt.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On first down, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Moore with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll buy some time right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Lawrence. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. On now, Tucker McCann. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McCann's kick up and good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Buccaneers at 5-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Go, Reed, go!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the gut, Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Ryan. Hey, smash ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Fournette once more on second down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Etienne up the middle. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Out is Tucker McCann now to try the field goal. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. McCann's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete right side to Otten. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finding Otten once more. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 19-5. They go play action here on 1st down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jags are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that's going to tie us at 13.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to look deep for more. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13 all. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one taken just inside the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. McCann's got it teed up. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. the Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Cowboy 80. Hurt. 18, Pioneer. Riggs. 19, White.
They're going to look to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
70. 18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Trap 60.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A handoff for Etienne. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And what a nice example there. The tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
Here we go, here we go. Away.
Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Moore from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. McCann's got it teed up. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 4. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Foyesade and Orkin. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the...
Ready?
On first down, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. McCann's got it teed up. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A pass there over the middle to start things out. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football and give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like,
That's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Moore, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you major plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Now back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Right back to Chris Godwin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Etienne. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
I'm ready. Hey, pick it up.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.